Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back. We're out in Dudley today, West Midlands Police. We're at Bailey Hill Police Station. And we're just come to take a look around, guys. This is great for me because I've got loads of cars out. So I'm going to have a look around these cars. Well, there's a different one. They've got a Leaf. Got on the EcoFlex. But there's loads of wrong-uns in here, guys. Loads of them. 67 disgraced West Midlands police officers in a 5-year span. And these were for offences of theft, drink driving, sexual offences, assault, anything and everything you could imagine, guys. They've been at it all. We're going to take a look inside, guys. We're on the public areas of the building. See if we can have a look around. Sorry? See if it was open.
Okay, for what reason?
I'm assuming if it was open I'd be allowed to go that way.
Yeah, it was police personnel only, those doors.
Yeah, it doesn't say that on there, that's why I tried the door. Is that alright?
Yeah, okay. No, as I say, it's police personnel only, those doors.
Yeah, I've realised now, because I tried the door. So I've realised that now, but thanks for your help.
Sorry to bother you, mate. We're just asking for comments on Lee Duffield. We're concerned members of the public. We find it alarming that he wasn't sentenced to a custodial sentence for downloading 106 indecent images or indecent videos of children.
Okay.
It's so disappointing.
I don't know anything about the Lee Duffield case, so you have to apologise. So you can just tell me what that's. I know you just briefly mentioned.
Yeah, so Lee Duffield is a 34-year-old PC that worked for West Midlands. He's a father of 2.
Right.
He was caught with 106 movies downloaded to his computer of the category A, B and C status.
Okay.
So with A being the highest, yeah.
Gone through the courts, has it?
Yeah, it's gone through courts and he's sentenced, but he didn't receive a custodial sentence. And we're heartbroken by that because, you know, these are like 106 children that have been hurt by him. Whether he's done it physically himself, he still watched these videos, and these videos would not have been made without people like him. We spoke to a gentleman outside and he said that West Midlands Police have stopped him from doing the Predator Hunter style videos.
Okay, right.
We find it alarming that they're not allowed to do that, but then we get police officers being caught with all these indecent images and they're not prosecuted, are they? Because
So he's gone through the court system. The courts haven't found him guilty. Is that what you're saying?
the courts have found him guilty, but he was spared custody.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does that issue lie with the police, or does that issue lie with the custodial sentence?
Well, he actually worked for West Midlands Police, and you know West Midlands Police are actually stopping other people, other individuals, from doing these Predator Hunter style videos. So you can't blame the public for thinking that if you're stopping people from catching predators, and then when predators are getting caught actually working here, they're not getting custody, right? That leads us to believe some very sinister things are going on at West Midlands Police. And we're just here for comments and to see if you condone that behaviour and that you could relay back to the public that you don't condone it to restore a little bit of faith back.
I think it goes without saying that West Midlands Police don't condone that behaviour, and that's why he would have been arrested and put before the courts in the first place, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't comment.
Unfortunately, he's not being treated properly by the courts because he's been let off.
I can't make a comment on what a judge or a jury have decided.
Yeah.
You know, it's not for me as a police officer to make that comment. We as the police don't condone it. That's why he would have been investigated.
Well,
Put before the courts by the police service that he worked for.
And that would restore a bit of faith back into people at West Midlands. Any comments on the predator hunters that have been stopped
What do you
from?
mean by stop, sorry?
We were speaking to a guy outside and he said he's not allowed to make videos catching predators, online predators. He said that West Midlands police stopped him and called him a vigilante.
Who is this gentleman? Is he here?
Did you what was the guy's name? Would you have any issues with people performing this type of, making this type of video, catching like predators? Because the guy told us outside that he'd been shut down by West Midlands police and told him that he were acting as a vigilante.
I don't quite know what he means by shut down by Westminster.
Yeah, they stopped him
as
from.
long as he's acting within the law.
Yeah.
You know, and he's keeping himself safe and not injuring anybody else, or do you know what I mean, not breaking the law himself, and there shouldn't be an issue with it. Should there be enough that within the law? You know, I appreciate what you may be trying to do. Maybe
All we're trying to do, right, what we feel like, right, is that we're trying to protect our children.
yeah.
Right. These people are out
Which
there.
is fair enough.
Obviously, if you've got kids, then you'd feel the same, wouldn't you? Right.
Yeah.
But like a serving police officer, we believe that he should be met with the full extent of the law, right? If you're representing the law and then you break it, right? Why are you treated with more leniency? You know, we can't. You say this is an issue with courts, right? But we can't do anything about this other than coming outside these police stations, filming police officers, and asking questions and trying to restore that faith back to the public.
Yeah, I fully appreciate what you're trying to do, and you know, and I get that, and you within your rights to film like no one's trying to stop you from doing that.
Well,
So obviously, when three gentlemen walk into a front office with cameras up, and there's two ladies sitting here, they get a bit itchy over it. So that's why.
Well, they're not
that's just
guns, you know, they are
no,
cameras.
No. But
And is it like for us? It's an independent witness.
if someone come up to your front door with a camera and did that in your face,
This is nobody's property, though, mate. This is a
that's
public
fine.
building.
Is there an issue?
Yeah.
You
I
It's
just
not
want to point
that
out
we-
as well that she called you guys before these two even walked in and before I'd even spoke to anybody.
But do you know what it is, mate?
I don't know.
We use
Anyway,
we use a camera as an independent witness that don't lie. We've been in these situations before where police have not appreciated what we're doing, and we've actually been assaulted, and
By who?
by the police officers. We've
Arrested or assaulted?
assaulted and arrested at times. You know, we've been arrested unlawfully where we've got civil cases ongoing for that. We've been assaulted many times, and again we've got civil cases ongoing with
That's
that.
not going to happen today because you're not
Brilliant.
going to problem, are you? That's why.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. What we're doing, what you've done is absolutely brilliant, Sergeant, because you literally, we get met a lot of time. We can't comment, we don't want to comment, we won't comment. But you coming out here and saying that you don't condone that behaviour, that does
As
actually.
a police force, we can't condone it, can we? How can we condone that?
No,
behaviour?
but you'd be much surprised by the amount of officers
say
that
that we
are
can't
unwilling to
comment.
comment.
And that's why he's gone to court, hasn't he? We've done,
Yeah,
you know,
but
we've done
that-
the evidence gathering, and the court's deemed it. So if you have
Yeah.
evidence premises, so the issue lies with the court sentence, doesn't it? Which we don't have influence over ultimately.
Yeah.
Let's be honest about it. You
Yeah.
know? So I appreciate you.
It's just like
over it.
what he was just saying is that a lot of time, right, is that when we do ask off, and we simply ask them, do you condone this behaviour? A lot of the time the officers say we're not allowed to make a comment, right? So imagine what that looks like, that we're making a video, we're speaking about the officer's offence and his sentence and stuff like that, and then we approach a police officer and say, do you condone this behaviour? And he says, well, I can't make a comment, but if you said to the police officer, oh, have you got any comments on the officer that saved the bloody baby from drowning? There's plenty of comments there, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I fully appreciate
So there you go, and as well with press office, we're never getting anything back.
Do you not get anything? Oh, okay.
So I mean, I
What do you
written
write to usually, sorry, when you say the
press office, yeah. We just find press
The
office.
press
on
office of all the different forces, none of them will speak to us.
The only time
None
they
of
want
them
to talk to
wanna
you
make
is
a
when
comment.
you've got something good
Positive,
to say.
really.
If it's ever anything negative, they will not get back to
And
you.
we find that unfair because that's a press office and they should be commenting on everything, whether it's negative against police or positive for
You can do
police.
freedom of information request, can't
Do you know the people at the free, them FOIs, mate, they take 2 months, right? And then they'll push something on you, so then you've got to send it back and it's another 2 months, and it's a real nightmare, mate. And we often get met with cocky messages back, underlying cocky messages back from the freedom of information, and we feel like, well, you know, we've got the freedom to get that information, and why are you being abrasive with us when we're trying to get it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But we're very happy with this interaction. We're very happy how you've treated us.
At the end of the day,
And-
you're concerned, aren't you? And you've come down and
Yeah.
you've been very pleasant and you've
Yeah.
spoken to us and we haven't got an issue with
And
it.
you know, if all police officers acted with your manner, we could really build a bridge between public and police again.
That's all we want to
Because
do.
there definitely is a gap, right, between the police and the community, would you say? The general public and the police force? Would you say there's a bit of a
There's a big
disengage
gap.
there?
There's a big gap at the minute.
Would you say that, as in the public,
Public
would you say,
trust.
do you feel like the public have trust in the police force right now?
In terms
In your personal opinion, when you come into work every day and you go out and deal with members of the public, do you feel as if the members of the public, the general public...
In my job role, if you want my personal opinion,
Yeah.
in my job role, I never have any bad interactions with the public. That's in the job role I'm in.
Okay.
That's because of your personality, and this is our issue, right? This is exactly our issue. because of your personality and you're a gentleman, right, and you're speaking to us with respect, right, we get to have this civil like conversation, right, but a lot of time we're not met by you, we're met by real angry tyrants who really don't, and they push us around, they'll smack our cameras, they'll take our cameras, and you know,
I mean, you're just trying to do the right thing, aren't you? I
we're
mean,
just
do you
trying to do
belong
the right
a group
thing.
Yourselves? Is that why?
Pardon?
Do you belong to like a group yourselves?
We're all individuals. I'm Live Free. Live
okay.
Free, News Now Yorkshire, and Bear Britain Audits. And
Okay, all right,
yeah, so what
okay,
we
so you're
generally
active
do.
Groups.
Yeah. So and the end goal really, for me, is that bridge being built and building public trust, because we don't go out and film our firemen and ambulance service, but then again we don't see videos on YouTube of the fire service beating people up and being heavy-handed and being tyrants.
Yeah.
But what we need is more police officers and sergeants like you. That's what the public are crying out for. It just seems like they'll hire anybody.
I'll take it as a compliment.
No, take it as a compliment and
No, please
listen.
do.
And thanks for your time. All right,
Thank you
you've
very
been
much.
brilliant. So
Yeah,
God bless you,
good day, lads.
and have a nice day.
Cheers, man. Thank you
Really
so much,
appreciate it. Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks for that. Very civil. Thank you. All right.
Well guys, that was Bailey Hill Police Station. We got met there with really polite sergeant. Just came down to have a polite conversation with a few members of the public, expressing their concerns about the corrupt officers at West Midlands Police. And I'm going to link a couple of stories in the description, so if you want to head over and read about those, definitely recommend it. 67 disgraced West Midlands police officers in a 5-year span. My question is, how did they all get in? How do they get in? How do they not being vetted? The vetting process should pick these people out. So we need to tighten up that vetting process. And we're going to be speaking some more with West Midlands Police today. We're going to head over to the next police station. We're going to get on another audit. Thanks for watching, guys.